Ready, guys?
And to everyone, and to my co-host, Mara.
Hello, can you hear me now?
Yes, yeah.
Hey, amazing afternoon to our speakers, volunteers, our viewers, and to you, Jai.
Hi. We are more than happy to welcome you all in our third Community Day event with ulap.org focusing Alibaba Cloud.
ULAP.org is for-purpose, non-stock, non-profit organization providing scholarship, pro bono professional training, and community events.
We help underrepresented STEM students kickstart a career in cloud, data, and technology. Know more about us through our site at ulap.org and from socials at ulap.org.
Hello, everyone. My name is Mara, and I work in the field of customer service for education software company based in UK. I am one of the community volunteers for ulap.org.
And I am Jare, a computer engineer and team leader of an e-commerce company. I am also an ulap.org volunteer and the community lead of this event.
This event would not be possible without our partners and volunteers from ULAP, headed by our founders Michelle and Marilag.
We thank also our premium sponsors, DWise and Alibaba, and our event partners, CloudSwift and Luna Academy.
Let's get started with our program. But first, I'd like to show you a quick overview of what we're going to have.
So the first half is welcome from the ulap.org team. Then certifications and career path by Miss Yang Chui. Then Alibaba Cloud success stories by Sir Patrick Signo. Then Alibaba Cloud Solutions and best practices by Sir Jeremy Peterson.
We're going to also have representative from CloudSwift and Luna Academy, care of Sir Dan Angelo de Guzman and Chris Cataneda. Also, we're going to have panel discussion, and that will include myself, Jai from ulap.org, and of course, we have representative from Alibaba. We have um, Yang Chu and Jeremy. We're also going to have Sir Tubala of Academe. And also, we have representative from CloudSwift and Luna Academy, Sir Dan and Sir Chris. And after that, we're going to have our closing remarks.
So without further ado, we are excited to introduce to you Alibaba Cloud, or also known as Aliyun.
Alibaba Cloud, founded in 2009, is a global leader cloud computing and artificial intelligence.
Providing services to thousands of enterprises, developers, and government organizations in more than 200 countries and regions.
Let's get to know about certification and career path in Alibaba Cloud with our first speaker, Yang Yi Chu.
Ms. Yang Yi is a training operation manager of Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan, and Philippines. With 7 years of overseas work and study experience, Yang Yi has gained extensive knowledge working with clients worldwide, as she has been mainly working in multinational corporations. Currently, Yang Yi is working on helping Alibaba Cloud's clients and partner advance their skills and knowledge.
Let's
Hello,
all
everyone.
welcome. Yes, let's all welcome Miss Yang Yi
Hello,
Chu.
Miss Yang
Hello.
Yi.
Hi.
Hi.
We're
Hi, nice
very
to meet
happy
you.
that you were able to join us today.
Yeah, I'm very excited to be here and share my experience in Alibaba Cloud and actually how Alibaba Cloud certification helped me to make this transition.
Yes, we're all very excited to hear what Alibaba Cloud has to offer.
Sure. So, shall I start to share my screen now?
Yes, please.
Yes, please.
Okay. So, oops. All right. Are you guys able to see my screen? All good?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so let me get started. Let me introduce myself again. My name is Yang Yitui, and currently I'm working in Alibaba Cloud Hong Kong office. Yeah, I'm based in Hong Kong. But before I joined Alibaba Cloud, I worked at a British retail brand. So yeah, actually I wasn't working in the cloud industry. And the reason why I wanted to share that because I'm going to share how I took Alibaba Cloud training and certification and how this certification helped me make me here in Alibaba Cloud. So this is the agenda of my sharing today. As I'm the first speaker, so I'm going to introduce Alibaba Cloud a little bit, and then I'm going to share with you what we offer from Alibaba Cloud Academy, the certifications and training programs, and then the career path from Alibaba Cloud. All right, so Alibaba Cloud was established back in 2009, right? Back then, I believe that not really a lot of people knew what cloud was, and they didn't even buy in that idea. But moving forward, we went global in 2014, and 2016 was a big year for us because that was the first city brand for us, and then we breaking CloudSearch world record. And then fast growing, we are now here in 2021. Yep. So as you can see, for the past 10 years, we started from basically no one really knows what cloud technology was, and then nobody really knew Alibaba Cloud. And then we are now the top one cloud vendor in Asia Pacific, and then number 3 based on Gartner report. Right, and you can see moving forward for the coming 10 years, we are focusing on 4 trend modernization of digital infrastructure: cloud, digitalization, IoT, and mobile. So Alibaba Cloud is part of Alibaba Group, right? And then what makes us unique and the particular advantages we have is from the different business units in the Alibaba Group. For example, Alibaba Cloud at the backbone of the group technology, right? And then we provide managed services to different business units. For example, Ant Group, and then the amap.com. And then we have Cainiao, that is the logistics service from Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba Group, sorry. And then we also got Tmall and Taobao and Lazada, etc., right? So on the right part, you can see that Alibaba Cloud, we provide cloud intelligence and data technology. And then we got fintech service from Ant Group and Alipay. And then we also have logistic and supply chain management from the industrial best practice 菜鸟, and then we provide and share our best practice with our customers worldwide. All right, so after a little bit introduction of Alibaba Cloud, moving forward, I'm going to introduce you what certifications we have from Alibaba Cloud Academy and then how that relates to the career path. So Alibaba Cloud Academy is the training and certification arm of Alibaba Cloud. And then currently we offer over 130 online and offline certification courses. And we providing these courses to over 22 countries and more than, well, a lot of customers. I can't really tell you the number, but that's a huge number. And also our professional certifications, you can study both online and offline. Yeah. And then you can take the certification exam also online and offline at Pearson. And the academy, we are continuing offering the fast-paced growth of Alibaba Cloud through creating new training and establishing partnership with our global education partners and leaders. So this is the certification overview from Alibaba Cloud Academy. Mainly, there are 3 types of certifications. Let's start from the bottom, the Apsara Cloud certification. So in this particular certification, you are actually gaining knowledge to solve a specific task or in a specific product. For example, as you can see, OSS, object storage, and ECS, elastic compute, right? So also Quick BI in big data. With this particular certification, you are taking courses online from a 30 minutes video or to an hour digital learning, and then you take a quiz to get this certification to prove you are able to operate a specific task. And then moving up, this is the role-based certification, which also called the professional certification from Alibaba Cloud Academy. And there are 3 levels. Start from associate, which is more for cloud practitioner and beginner, and then for professional, who are experienced architects, engineers, developers, and operators. And then after many years of practice, you can take this expert certification in a specific field. And from left to right, you can see based on different role you are in or you are going to pursue in your career path, you can take cloud computing architect certification exam or system operator, developer, big data, security, cloud native, and database. And then let me introduce the 3rd type of certification, which is specialty, the orange part. So this type of certification is to deepen your knowledge in a specific domain. And with this certification, you can take, for example, big data analysis or database or migration to prove that you got ability, for example, to migrate your application from a cloud provider to Alibaba Cloud. Yep. And how this relates to your career path? Well, for students who are majoring in, let's say, computer science or in information technology or information management, and you are just about to graduate or you just get into this industry, then we recommend you to start from associate level. Yeah, the associate level certification exams to provide you enough knowledge and hands-on labs practice to help you learn more about Alibaba Cloud, what products we have, and the best practice we have. And then depends on your career path. Then you choose which certification exams you want to take. For example, if you are a developer and you are moving into a DevOps direction, right? So you can start with associate developer exam. Yep. And then you can go up to the professional level to take the DevOps professional certification exam. Yeah. And if you are a solution architect, but you decide to go directly into big data, that direction, and then we got big data associate exam, and then professional, and then going up expert level exam certification ready for you. All right, so these are 3 different types of certification we have. And then I'm going to introduce you some training resources we have, what training programs that you can take both online and offline. So we got classroom training. First of all, there are 2 major forms. One is product and solution training that usually is from 1 to 3 days long, and then that will be delivered by our academy team, trainer from our internal team, or our certified trainer from our training partners. Yep. And the targeted audience is more about like public audience. Yeah, if you are interested in cloud training, especially of course Alibaba Cloud training, then you can participate in this class training. And due to the COVID-19 impact, we are now conducting all the classroom training on Zoom. And then this type of training, we do the presentation with our console demo. So you get a chance to see and to observe or even practice on a real demo console environment. And the other type of classroom training is the bootcamp. So that's usually 6 to 8 hours long, but we split them into small sessions, and it lasts from 2 to 3 days as well. So those are more practical, and then you got more time to do hands-on labs and to do the experiments on the console environment. And then this type of training is more targeting on the engineer role based. Yep. Compared with products and solution training, if you are in a, for example, business role or sales position, you are able to learn more but less technical skills in that products and solution training. But if you are in a technical role, then we recommend you to participate in the bootcamp training. And the other one is online training. There are also 2 major forms. One is free e-learning, and those are 2 to 20 minutes long. Yep. And it could be, for example, a new product launch introduction, and also it could be end-to-end operation demo. Yeah, for example, the Apsara Clouder certification, we offer that from like end-to-end operation demo as well. And then the other type of classroom training, online training, is the exam preparation online course. Those are usually 6 hours long. And then, for example, if you want to take the cloud computing exam, then you can take this preparation online courses to help you prepare for the exam. Yeah. And then those include the product features and console demo as well. But for this type of training, online training, you won't be able to get the chance for practical hands-on practice. Yeah. And these two online trainings are both self-paced learning. So you can decide whenever you want to take it and then wherever you want to take it. Yeah. So here, this is my sharing what Alibaba Cloud is, and then what certifications we offer, and the available training programs we have. Thank you all. All right. So.
All right. Thank you. Thank you
Thank
very
you,
much,
Miss
Yanni. Yes. I hope our viewers will be encouraged and be motivated to boost their career with Alibaba Cloud. Actually, later on, we're going to have a raffle for this. So stay tuned, everyone. We're going to raffle off about, I think, 5 or 10 membership for today. So please wait for that.
Okay. Okay, so after hearing how Alibaba Cloud can help us in our career, let's now discover its successful stories with our second speaker, Sir Patrick Signo.
Hello, good evening, good afternoon. Hi, Mara. Hi, Jai.
Hi, sir.
Hello, Sir Patrick. Just to introduce you, Patrick Signo is Alibaba Cloud's Global Account Director based in the Philippines. In this role, he is focused on working with key strategic clients across Asia Pacific region, engaging in initiatives that span business and technology objectives, while leading customers towards digital transformation.
Thank you for joining us this afternoon, sir.
Hey, no problem. I feel privileged to join. Thank you for having us. Certainly an exciting time to speak about what we're doing. So I'm hoping that it's very informative to all of the viewers today.
It will be. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Feel free to start, sir.
Yeah, no problem. I will share my screen. Bear with me. Okay. Fantastic. So can you all see my screen?
Yes, sir.
Fantastic. So firstly, thank you. The presentation that I'm going to speak about today is going to be based on reaffirming what Yang Yi has presented around the value of our training, around the evolution of our technology, and the reason why we are continuing to grow and focus on places like the Philippines, or rather, globally and then in the Philippines. So I'll begin with highlighting the fact that when you think of Alibaba Cloud, we are ranked number 1 by Gartner in the region. So in Asia, Alibaba Cloud is ranked as the number 1 cloud provider by sheer fact of our presence and the number of clients that we deal with. We do have widespread coverage across the region, but that's not to say that we're not global, which I think Jeremy will cover later. But if you look at the fact that Alibaba Cloud was born in 2009, went public in 2014, and had several milestones from 2016 all the way through to 2021, our coverage continues to grow across the infrastructure market, so infrastructure as a service, based on the fact that we are growing our presence and our footprint at a global level. So at a global level, I believe there are now 24 different regions with about 69 plus availability zones. And as we continue to grow, it's very important for Alibaba Cloud to continue to ensure that we are a secure and compliant platform with several accreditations across different geographical locations. And the reason why we continue to grow is the level of technology that we provide to the market today is absolutely a competitive and a strong performing cloud platform. Gartner rated us as a leader in their Magic Quadrant for 2020 for a number of different services. And in terms of our technologies, a lot of you here might know about the Double 11 event. So every year, Alibaba Cloud, Alibaba Group's e-commerce platforms run a single Flash Day event on Double 11. It's the biggest event that we host online every year. And based on what we've been able to develop through our core technology platforms, the evolution of it, and the sheer volume of, let's say, subscribers or participants in this event, we continue to support milestones like supporting a maximum of 583,000 transactions per second. Now, that's a big number, right? When you talk about it in terms of a cloud platform supporting 583 transactions per second during a one-day flash event where you have millions of people logging in concurrently. That's a big achievement to have, coupled with the fact that we provide a very, very large level of security, managed security, that protects our platform from any forms of attacks. And, you know, at the end of the day, many of these events are always attacked, but we continue to maintain our presence based on our ability to do so through our web application firewall and other related cloud security products. Needless to say that Alibaba Cloud is one business unit of at least 10 to 15 different business units that form the Alibaba Group. In the Philippines, you would all know it. You would know Alibaba through Lazada. So Lazada is Alibaba, but you would also know us through the likes of Gcash, right? So Alipay and Gcash have a very strong relationship, which I'll talk about shortly. But when you look at it more broadly, we have a very broad ecosystem that ranges from e-commerce and retail all the way through to media and entertainment and lifestyle services that are supported by a complete stack of technologies that enable us to deliver at scale. Additionally, we also work with a large partnership or ecosystem of different partners that enable us to help organizations either deliver or operate in and out of China. And at the same time, we continue to make strong investments around technology platforms or partnerships that contribute to the growth of our organization. And with that, there's also the ongoing investments that we have in the region. So for the Philippines specifically, you know, we're looking, or let's say Southeast Asia, we're looking at continuing to provide a large level of dedicated local support from teams that will support the way that our technologies will evolve, the way that people are enabled, trained, and certified on our platform. That makes it for a competitive and a compelling reason to consider Alibaba. So when you think of Alibaba Cloud, there are many different use cases by which we operate. And from a general standpoint, on the left of the screen, you'll see that from a cloud migration standpoint, we have a variety of different services that can help organizations who are either beginning their cloud journey, who are looking to migrate legacy applications, or who are, you know, mature in their journey to the cloud, looking for additional options or alternatives to what they're doing today. A key number of the areas that we focus on when we're talking about cloud migration does surround our ability to provide cloud networking solutions. So accelerating content, leveraging global enterprise networks to be able to deliver that content, and operating with hybrid networks in countries that have latency issues or high-speed access requirements through a secure platform. Now, additionally, it's not without saying that security is a very big focus for us. So when we talk about security, it's the ability to moderate and manage audit controls around content. So when you think of the fact that security is an evolving landscape today, you know, there are many different scenarios by which organizations need to protect content either, you know, at the user level, at the data center level. It varies, but at the same time, absolutely relevant. And, you know, for any cloud provider out there today, we have services that can cover large cloud database migration and backup solutions. So we do work with being able to migrate Oracle workloads into Alibaba Cloud. But at the same time, we can also help organizations to build a modern day data warehouse. So various solutions that we have on our platform that provide large scale computational processing power to deal with volume and scale. And depending on the size of your business, what you're looking to do, these are some of the tools that we can provide all the way through to hybrid cloud. So I think Alibaba Cloud is the only cloud provider that can provide a private cloud deployment, something that we can speak about if anyone here is interested. And then obviously not without looking at the fact that from a compliance standpoint, it's very important to Alibaba Cloud that we continue to maintain a level of security and compliance with local regions, local countries, and ensure that the data that you put on our platform is secure and managed accordingly. Now, DevOps, Internet, IoT, enterprise, all areas that we can focus on, which I think will be further elaborated on by the case studies that I share. But it's important to note that as we continue to evolve and develop our platform, we do have vertical or industrial level solutions that apply or can apply to new retail. So think of this in the context of e-commerce, bridging the gap between bricks and mortar stores, providing that digital transformation and user engagement so that you're able to understand your clients, provide targeted marketing or targeted awareness, and create solutions that continue to help you maintain that journey with your potential client base. From a financial and banking standpoint, let's not forget the fact that fintechs are a growing segment of the market. So, moving away from traditional banking solutions or core banking platforms, we do also offer a large range of, let's say, new age digital solutions that can help with the engagements of users. So, many of us go mobile. A lot of people are now moving away from traditional banks, leveraging a lot of the way we do business towards what fintechs provide today in the market is certainly an area that we focus on, and also complemented by the fact that Ant Financial is an organization that's very much tied to the Alibaba Group. Traditionally, we work with a number of manufacturing, energy, and car organizations. And then at a government level, depending on what they're looking for, we're talking about large-scale projects to be able to monitor traffic accidents, help navigate traffic within a city. So these are some of the areas that we can focus on, leveraging what we call the intelligence brain. So intelligence brain, for all intents and purposes, is like an AI driven platform, leveraging our Max Compute platform that provides that scale to compute data, large scale number crunching platforms to provide real-time insights into what a city is doing, what manufacturing forecasts might look like from an agricultural standpoint, what the weather might be, and then being able to manage traffic, in the airline industry. One component of this that we have to highlight is that there is also an organization named DAMO Academy, and DAMO Academy is essentially our research and development arm, and it's comprised of at least 300 plus PhD level individuals that focus on the next big thing. So when we talk about AI and big data, let's also look towards things like quantum computing, natural language processing, and robotic process automation. These are all areas that, as we move into the future, looking beyond cloud, what is the next biggest thing, and how can you leverage technology to be able to work for you? So here are some of our customers worldwide. At an e-commerce and retail level, you'll see here a number of different clients that are relevant, let's say, to what you might know. Lazada in the Philippines and Singapore. You have Tokopedia in Indonesia, and you have Starbucks, globally well known. Financial services, GCash in the Philippines, biggest client from a fintech standpoint, which I'll talk about shortly. And then moving into even manufacturing and aviation, we have AirAsia and HK Express as a low-cost air carrier. Again, different use cases, but big brand names that we do work with. At a global level, Vodafone is also a very big customer of Alibaba's. And then another one, for all intents and purposes, with media and entertainment, let's not forget this little blue guy here in the top right-hand corner, Kumu, right? So very big customers of ours today, which I will share with you in detail. So GCash, everybody here knows who GCash is. It's Philippines' biggest digital wallet. And Alibaba Cloud works with Gcash today to deliver a variety of different solutions. The core focus here is essentially based on providing them with a platform that can actually understand the different types of data that's being ingested into the platform, knowing what the customers are like when they're on the platform, and being able to provide real-time data analysis so that the management, the compliance, and let's say the governance required in having a large amount of clients on the Gcash platform is done in accordance with the local regulators. What they leverage from us, as I mentioned earlier, a number of different solutions: Max Compute, eMapReduce, and Web Application Firewall. Essentially, we're talking about big data plus security that provides Gcash the ability to give users access to the platform, obviously accessing your money when you need to, or any form of, let's say, financial service. But it provides a very good user experience on the platform. Additionally, through the Gcash app, it was also developed on the Alibaba Cloud mobile platform as a service. So we also have mobile platform as a service that can be provided to organizations that are looking to either develop a new mobile platform or mobile application for a platform, or work as a complementing solution in that journey of enhancing or driving new features and functions through a mobile app. Kumu, very big. Well, they've grown very big over the last, let's say, 2 years from what I've seen in my experience. And this is all about media. So this is essentially the ability, or Alibaba Cloud works with Kumu to provide the ability to do live streaming. So everything that you would see on Kumu today from a live streaming standpoint, whether you're sitting here and you're live streaming your content right now, a lot of that technology is actually driven by Alibaba Cloud's media solutions. So we're talking about video on demand, media analytics, the ability to understand what streams are going and based on the network conditions and how it's delivered. On the back end of that, we're leveraging the Alibaba Cloud CDN to be able to deliver that content to the edge and provide, let's say, the short content with that impact for what Kumu is known for today. You can do, long periods of streaming, but at the same time, we provide the SDKs that enable them to do the type of content in a meaningful way to the users. Starbucks, hey, we all know who Starbucks is. I still get my coffee from Starbucks today when I can, given that we're all still in lockdown. But in China, they've done something pretty cool, right? So this is a use case that talks about the integration with Tmall Genie and Ele.me, which is the food delivery platform. So Tmall Genie is like a smart speaker that you can speak to, very similar to other products in the market. In China, the Tmall Genie is very much integrated with Starbucks, enabling you to essentially order Starbucks online and have it delivered to your house or to a location or to a store that's nearby you so that you can actually pick it up in real time. This is about enhancing the customer engagement through the consumers that come through to the platform, but also leveraging food services like Ele.me, or in the Philippines, I think it's Grab Food. I'm not too sure what it is. Being able to order through platforms or other food delivery platforms, giving you access to the coffee that you love, right? So one of the biggest things for us as well is that when we're talking about this engagement, this might be one component of various engagements that we have. But think of it, you're talking about a virtual store, the ability to access or order coffee on the fly rather than going there when it's very difficult, or having it delivered to your house. Points and all of the membership standard things that come along with it are also there as well. IHG, large global hotel chain based out of Europe. So the biggest thing with IHG, if you think of it in the context of a large holding company or a large group that owns multiple hotel brands, how can you work to integrate all of the disparate systems across the different brands and integrate all of the technology platforms that exist today? In China specifically, Alibaba Cloud was able to work with IHG to essentially streamline and integrate that entire platform on one platform through Alibaba's cloud migration solution. So we used our migration services to provide IHG with access to things like our Elastic Compute Service, MySQL DB, even our Cloud Enterprise Network and security solutions that provide them with a way of consolidating, becoming more efficient, and also understanding, I guess, how their entire technology strategy should look like in the context of managing different properties, different brands, different regions at a global level. China is one component of that, but IHG at a global level is again a renowned brand. But for us, again, the use cases can vary depending on where you go. But in this case, it's about managing their infrastructure and providing them with the security and let's say the power that they need to be able to manage that data. Unilever. So Unilever, large consumer goods organization, also based out of Europe. They worked with us to essentially leverage our big data DataFin platform, leveraging a number of analytics solutions that provide them with insights into their target audience. So we're talking about customer acquisition, customers who are already on their journey to either being a first-time customer or being a lifetime customer. This is about leveraging AI algorithms that provide them with insights into a full-scale omni-channel marketing solution. So we've been able to unify their marketing platform, and through a number of different solutions that we have on the back end. Again, it's about integrating it and providing one seamless view or data analytics view so that they can actually review that over time. In Italy, Costa Cruise. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know many people who are going on cruises these days. But the good thing about Costa Cruise is, and by the way, I'm looking forward to going back on a cruise at some point in time. But Costa Cruise worked with Alibaba primarily for natural language processing. So this is about enhancing their customer service channels, leveraging our NLP and AI solutions, which was done through our Damo Academy, and providing them with the ability to deal with, let's say, potential customers, across the world. I don't know how to speak Italian, but if you're using a platform that's automated, that can recognize how bookings need to be made, how bookings need to change, and what other added benefits you want. This is all about enhancing the customer experience by leveraging an AI solution that is inclusive for you, no matter what language you speak. Dana, Indonesia's digital wallet. I think you'll see here in the background, very similar to Alipay. So if anyone here has ever used Alipay, Alipay is essentially the basis of our payment gateway platform. Okay, and in many cases, we work with a number of different fintechs to leverage that similar technology that we do to be able to facilitate mobile payment solutions. So using QR codes, using apps, mini apps within an app to be able to order and have it tied directly to your bank accounts or your digital wallet. This is one aspect of what they're doing to their consumers or their customers in the country, but it's also backed by, again, our infrastructure and platform services. So Elastic Compute Service, virtual servers, our cloud storage, it's using our cloud database for RDS. And we also actually do provide Kubernetes. So if anyone here is interested, container services are very big for Alibaba. But again, in every scenario where we're dealing with payments or any of our engagements, security is a big thing. So web application firewalls, a managed or a fully managed security operations center or a SOC, and then being able to protect the site and the app from any form of anti-DDoS or attacks. Windsor Brokers. So this is an organization out of Europe as well. The keynote here is about global network acceleration. So if you're looking for a way to accelerate your content into different regions, by acceleration, I'm referring to the fact that you're, putting your content on a CDN, having it sit at the edge, but having it accelerate either through the internet or through a private network. Our solution here, Global Network Acceleration, has helped to be able to provide these brokers on a trading platform with minimal latency, providing them with the ability to do trades in real time. So when you think about a trading platform or a Forex platform, a lot of people are reliant on the different rates that can vary and fluctuate during the day. So this is about ensuring that that level of data is correct, even to the smallest millisecond, because every millisecond is critical in this type of business. And through our network, through the secure platform that we provide and our presence globally, we're able to help accelerate that content into the country or across different regions based on their client base. MNC, another large group in Indonesia. So this organization, from a media and entertainment standpoint, I think the key here is about providing media solutions that can range from either live streaming, video on demand, how you deliver that to your users, to your subscribers, provided obviously with the different conditions based on streaming, either through your telco, your home, or corporate internet, and then being able to manage large spikes that come onto the platform. You may have a number of concurrent users at any time. How do you manage it in the same way that a flash one-day sale manages traffic? So it's all about managing load that comes onto the platform. It's all about streamlining that actual content so each user has the right user experience based on bandwidth and connectivity, and then being able to ensure that the content that they're getting is exactly what they're looking for. So it can scale as they need it, up and down, but it really is all about supporting these large-scale events. And Alibaba provides that. Today, we did something similar with the Tokyo Olympics, which I think is a different topic. But as the official cloud provider for the IOC, we did a lot of work in a similar capacity with the Tokyo Olympics. Now I'm almost getting to the end. Animal Logic. So this is an interesting one. This is actually a deal that I worked on during my time at Alibaba. This is all about large-scale petabyte data storage. So if you think of it in the context of organizations that have large files or large media libraries, we're talking petabyte level. This particular organization was focused on post-production of some of the films that you know. So some of the MCU, Marvel Cinematic Universe movies that we all know today, these guys worked on from a visual effects standpoint. These files, 4K, UHD, 8K, a lot of it is very much heavy in terms of its sizing. And think of the cloud storage costs. Think of the storage costs that are associated with that. And when you look at it in the context of a traditional on-prem storage solution or strategy, it's then a question of, do I continue to store my data on-prem in containers that need to be fully managed, powered, and refreshed every so often? Or do I just put it onto the cloud and have it managed based on the total load that I have and all the benefits of cloud being managed elsewhere? So Animal Logic was able to offload petabyte levels of data into our cloud storage solution, coupled with a number of different certifications required by a lot of the media and entertainment industry. So if you think of it in the context of Hollywood film studios, Paramount, Sony, whomever, a lot of them also have their own industry level certifications that need to be managed when you're working with a cloud provider. And with Alibaba, we were able to achieve that, but provide them with access to that data in real time, very much, how do I put this? Very much more in a competitive way compared to our competitors. So we're talking about putting data into the platform, but also equally accessing it in a fast way. Big Bang. So this is about video gaming. I don't know if anyone here is interested in video gaming, but again, as I mentioned earlier, CDN, our content delivery network, is quite strong, coupled with our virtual servers and storage. So anybody looking to develop games on our platform, we've done it with Big Bang. I think we're doing some work at the moment with our gaming communities in the Philippines. But needless to say, this is also done at a global level. So we do work with a number of, let's say, gaming media organizations across North America and Europe to deliver this type of solution. And it's about actually providing them with the cadence or the ability to do rollouts of different versioning of their app very, very quickly. And I think this is the last one. So Schneider Electric. Look, we all know who Schneider Electric is as well. The big important note here is it's about leveraging our infrastructure as a service. So the core components of it being our elastic compute, virtual servers, cloud storage, cloud networking, cloud DB, but being able to provide large scale access into big data. So you can already imagine from a manufacturing standpoint or how they manage energy across different sites, it's going to require large levels of computational, let's say, processing. And they do that today on our Max Compute platform, again, our big data warehouse platform that can provide petabyte level computational processing. So research and development arms use it, and a lot of organizations today work with Alibaba to leverage that when they're looking at either data warehousing or building out a new data lake. Oh, last one. So HK Express, this is an interesting one. Very much similar to a number of the other airlines that we work with. HK Express, low-cost carrier. I think the biggest and most important thing here is about protecting their website. So when you think of an airline that is looking to provide flash sales on their website, in many cases, you'll see that sales are sold out very quickly, or sales can sold out quickly. And then the question becomes, because now the sale is completed, how legitimate was that traffic who bought the seats, and how much of it was illegitimate based on the bots that buy these and release these tickets back into the market? We provide a solution that enables us to protect the site, manage the legitimate traffic, and then provide the scale and the performance needed when such sales are happening during a particular marketing event or campaign that these carriers will do. So again, the ability to do so is leveraging some of the technology that we've done through our Double 11 event, and very similar to how we manage anybody on our CDN today if they're doing flash one day or event scale events. So I'll wrap up quickly by highlighting that Alibaba Cloud is opening its data center in the Philippines later in the year. The announcement was made almost 2 months ago, and it will make us the first public cloud provider in the Philippines. And what this does is, because we are ranked #1 across Asia, needless to say that we're still focusing on the global market, this is providing us with the opportunity to understand where we want to focus now across Southeast Asia. And I'll get to that in a minute, because if you look at the way that we do it, essentially we're going to be in the Philippines, we're going to be the first cloud provider, we're going to help organizations migrate a lot of their legacy applications or migrate some of their applications today into our cloud, providing them with 12 nines for durability, but the solutions and the technologies that enable them to do it through our cloud service and backup. You can manage it through multiple high-level bandwidth networks that, through Express Connect or Cloud Enterprise Network, provide organizations with that. meaning that there's going to be lower levels of latency. So I think the biggest benefit that we're going to have in the country, in the Philippines, by being there, is that at the moment, we serve content in and out of a number of different regions into the Philippines. But being in the country is going to help by minimizing that level of latency, and it's going to provide very big benefits to customers who are looking to accelerate the way that they drive innovation into the market with their customers, with their business partners, and so forth. And, at the end of the day, you're going to reduce costs. There's always a big debate about cloud versus on-prem, but I think in this context of what we're doing in the Philippines and what we're doing across the world, Alibaba Cloud is very much a cost-effective solution, and one that should be seriously considered when managing your IT strategy. So web security is very big. So I won't go through this, and it's probably a conversation for another day. But web application firewall, anti-DDoS, all areas that we focus on. Alibaba Cloud does make this a priority. And for the many clients that we work with today that I haven't mentioned here, a lot of them do work with us in managing or helping to manage their security operations, by sheer nature of the fact that sometimes it can be too hard, right? And through the training and development that Yang Yi mentioned earlier, over time we're looking to provide this level of enhancements into the market through people who are certified and understand how to do it. So, in summary, a lot of it, we work with ISVs, we work across a number of different industries and have solutions specifically dedicated, to retail and e-commerce, to fintechs, to media, or even online education. But at the core of all of that is our infrastructure service, our intelligence or platform and AI that help organizations leverage a variety of different services to modernize their infrastructure with the cloud. This is my last slide. So one of the key initiatives we have, Philippines will form a central part of a strategy that we have across Southeast Asia. We're investing over $1 billion US over the next 3 years, of which we want to support a digital transformation of at least 5,000 different enterprises across Southeast Asia, train over 50,000 individuals, and have over 10,000 certified. Now, if you are interested or want to look at what Alibaba Cloud can do, Yang Yi's mentioned earlier of the different variations of our training and offerings in the market will align to our agenda in the Philippines, because we believe that countries like the Philippines or our investments in Southeast Asia are going to prove, the next biggest horizon for growth, not just for our organization, but for the economies that we're working with today. So with that, I want to thank everybody. If anyone's interested, here are some of the QR codes. Follow us on Facebook. If you have Ding Talk, follow us and follow us on LinkedIn. But thank you.
Thank you very much, Sir Patrick. Those stories are very great. The stories that proves Alibaba Cloud can help us, or businesses, or companies to be successful. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Sir Patrick. Now let's just learn more from the expert about Alibaba Cloud's solution and best practices with our third speaker, Jeremy Peterson.
He's a solution engineer too and a passionate technologist who is excited about the opportunities created when small and medium-sized businesses embrace the cloud. Jeremy holds a master's in computer vision and currently is helping customers outside China understand and make use of Alibaba Cloud's platform.
May we now have Jeremy on the stage?
Hi folks.
Hi Jeremy, thank you
sir.
for joining us this Saturday evening.
Yes, of course. I'm sorry I had some trouble getting in earlier, so I'm sorry to make you adjust the order.
No worries,
No worries, sir.
We are very excited to heard from you about and learn from you regarding your knowledge and expertise with Alibaba.
I'm excited to share. I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Please share your screen.
Okay, just 1 second. Let me get that
All
set
right.
up.
Mm-hmm.
All right, can you see it now?
Not
Yes,
yet.
sir.
Yes, now I can see it.
Okay, great. All right, I'm taking it full screen. Does it still look okay?
Yes, it does.
Yeah, yes.
Perfect. All right, so I can start whenever you're ready.
Please go ahead.
Okay, so hello everyone. I'm Jeremy Peterson. I am a training advisor at Alibaba Cloud. I used to be a solution architect, which we call a solution engineer here at Alibaba Cloud. I'm based in Hangzhou, China. That's where I am right now. It's a wonderful rainy day here in Hangzhou, just like it is 150 days out of the year. It rains a lot here. I call it the Seattle of China. And I'm here to share with you some Alibaba Cloud solutions and best practices. Really, what I'm going to do is focus on these solutions. So I'm mostly going to talk about ways that Alibaba uses our own cloud platform. So I'll be talking about how Alibaba Cloud supports the rest of Alibaba Group. So I'll introduce Alibaba Cloud itself briefly, and then I'll talk about some of the applications we use Alibaba Cloud for internally here at Alibaba Group. So as most of you know, and as Patrick talked about previously, Alibaba Group itself is made up of, I think, more than 15 different business units now that do all kinds of stuff from groceries to food delivery to online sales, all kinds of things. And in order to support those business units, we have Alibaba Cloud. And Alibaba Cloud now spans 24 regions and 74 zones around the world. We're now a global scale cloud provider. A region is essentially a geographical area. So like Singapore or US East, US West, and then within each region, you'll have multiple data centers, which we refer to as availability zones. This map here on my slide shows our global capacity. You'll note that Southeast Asia and China is a big focus area for us. The vast majority of our regions and availability zones are located in Southeast Asia. We don't have one in the Philippines yet, but hopefully we'll have one soon. Obviously, I can't talk about the official schedule for deploying these things, but I've got my fingers crossed that we'll have one in the Philippines eventually. We've already got data centers in Indonesia and Malaysia, Japan, Australia, Hong Kong, and Singapore. So quite a few in the area. In terms of products and services, since I worked as a solution architect before, the area where I tend to focus is on our cloud product portfolio. So at the basic layer, we have computing, networking, and storage services. These are the services that you use to build your basic underlying cloud infrastructure. This is what you're going to run your applications on. So a very simple application would consist of at least one VPC network group and then an ECS instance, which is basically a virtual machine. It's a server on the cloud. And then you'd accompany that with a variety of different managed services. These are things that we run for you. So this would be things like our QuickBI data intelligence dashboard building tool, or eMapReduce, which is our managed version of Hadoop. So that's our big data platform, or database services like RDS for MySQL, which can help you to run a MySQL database more easily. You can get a MySQL database up and running with this tool in 10 or 11 minutes. It's pretty fast. And then on top of that, you have specific enterprise applications, things like middleware, like message queues or distributed app services that help you build apps using a microservices architecture, or tools like enterprise service tools such as webmail, domain management, web hosting, API gateway builders, that kind of thing. So rather than go through each of those products one by one and explain what they are and what they do, which I think is, going to be too boring, instead I'll give some examples of ways that we use those products in production in Alibaba Cloud. So I'll spend some time to talk about that. In terms of the solutions you can build with those products, it's a long list. You can really do a lot. In the general solutions include things for managing your storage tier, managing application or host level security, and that sort of thing. Migration solutions to help you migrate from one cloud provider to another, gaming solutions, media solutions, but then in addition, to those general solutions, we have industry-specific solutions, in particular, retail and fintech, because those are big business units within Alibaba Group. We have a lot of experience in the e-commerce retail sector because we run AliExpress, Lazada, Tmall, and Taobao, all of which do retail. So retail-specific things like image search, recommendation, customer profiling, data visualization. We have a lot of experience with that, and we can build customized solutions on top of Alibaba Cloud to do those things. Same with fintech, because Ant Financial is a part of the Alibaba family. We have a lot of experience building what we call the data mid-end, which is a tool for analyzing and collecting financial data, as well as tools for customer insights and mobile app development, blockchain, and financial risk management, because we do micro loans through our platform. So we have experience in those particular industry verticals through our own work, supporting the rest of Alibaba Group, and we can share that experience with our customers. And then in terms of traditional enterprises, we have solutions for building IoT systems. So we have an IoT data collection and processing platform that you can hook up IoT devices to. We have logistics solutions through Cainiao. So Cainiao is our business unit that does shipping. They do that both within China and outside. So they're a worldwide logistics company. And we have partners in the automotive industry that we work with to do in-car systems. So that's things that do like natural language processing to listen for commands in the car, like roll up the window, roll down the window, turn on the radio, as well as systems for autonomous driving. And then the industry brain, this is a series of solutions to help manufacturing companies. Although we don't directly have experience in that area because we're not a manufacturing company, as Patrick talked about, we have a team called Damo Yuan. This team, the Damo Academy team, does machine learning and artificial intelligence. That's one of their specialty areas. And so we send those people out to sit with industry experts in areas like chip production or rubber production, silicon refining, these sorts of industries. And we help work with them to figure out how we can automate and improve processes in their industry. Quantity data in order to make our businesses run insights from them. On top of those big data engines where we do our storing and computation, we have managed services that are designed to help process that data more easily, especially for people who are not big data experts. So tools like Pi can help even non-experts to train machine learning models. And then within Alibaba Group, we have things like Alimama DMP or Data Bank. These are what we call data apps. These are designed for entirely non-technical users. So if you're an employee at Alibaba Group and you need to see data about retail customers on Tmall and you're part of that business unit, then you can go into a tool like Alimama DMP and do customer profiling in there. And then, of course, that drives the decisions we make in our other businesses like Alipay, 1688, Gouda Maps, Lazada, and more. So we're using that data to constantly improve the platform, make better product recommendations, better search, offer better support, and so on. So what are some concrete real use cases? What are some concrete real use cases for Alibaba Cloud Solutions inside Alibaba Group? So one of the biggest ones is image search. We call this feature Pai Li Tao in Chinese. This allows you to take pictures of items in a normal, natural environment, just like you see here on my slide, and it will find similar items on Taobao or Tmall for you right away just by matching against the picture. And this picture here on my slide, this is actually a great example of how this works, because you can see this is a noisy street scene. So there's multiple people in the background. It's ambient light. There's a sidewalk and a wall and other things going on here. Part of the item in question that we're interested in is obscured by this person's body. And also there's clothing blowing around in the wind. So there's a lot happening in this picture. And yet, despite that, this system, this AI image search system, which we've built, is able to pick out that the item of interest is this bag. And then it happily locates similar bags. And similar means both shape style, and color here. So it's a pretty sophisticated system. It's matching against multiple properties of this item and finding similar items in our store. And this feature, this Pailitao feature, is actually available as a publicly callable API on the Alibaba Cloud platform. So you can go into your Alibaba Cloud account and set this up yourself. You upload pictures of items that you're selling on your online store. You give each of them an item ID, and then you can call this API. So you can integrate this API into your existing mobile app or your existing site. And then when your end users upload a picture through that mobile app or that site, it will call the image search API on Alibaba Cloud, and it will return the item ID for the most similar item that you uploaded. So we'll find similar items on your store. This is not just a line recommendation. We make heavy use of this in Tmall and Taobao, as well as on Lazada. So we use this feature to decide what products to recommend in our mobile apps and on our website. Oops, sorry. My slides seem to be on auto advance. Sorry about that. To recommend products you might be interested in buying based on your purchase history, recently viewed items, and then of course we do something very similar where we do where we're looking for items that people who bought this also bought the page when you go to check out together. Use that to improve your form. AliExpress also uses this as well. And so we have systems on Alibaba Cloud that can semi-automate the process of developing product for your own web. Got language support.
Hi everyone. Sorry for that one. Currently, Sir Jeremy is experiencing an internet connection issue. Because he is currently connected in mainland. So, as we all know, that the internet connection there is
or the context of the
like there's a restriction
of the conversation with the customer. So you can use this for policy Q&A, order tracking, cancellations, rating, and more. And of course, it can transfer you to a live agent if you. But sorry, some of this is in Chinese. There's a feature called Dian Xiaomi, which basically means shop clerk or shop secretary. This Dian Xiaomi feature is being used on Tmall by big brands like Nike and Apple and Xiaomi, which is a cell phone maker here, Semir, Balabala, which is a clothing brand. Quite a few major shops are making use of this. There's about 200 shops on Tmall that use this feature for first-tier customer support. So you only get redirected to a person if the Dian Xiaomi, if the shop clerk, the shop assistant robot can't help you. We're also branching out into other areas. This is something that Alibaba Cloud in particular is very proud of. We're working with the Zhejiang local government here in Hangzhou, actually the Hangzhou local government, which is part of Zhejiang province, to build this city brain. This is essentially a system that hooks up all of the traffic cameras in the city, all of the traffic lights. It feeds in GPS data from public transit, so bus positions, taxi positions, and it's able to use all this data to optimize routes. So it can reduce traffic congestion. It's already reduced traffic congestion quite a bit. It's able to suggest new timings for traffic lights. It can detect congestion or accidents, and it can alert the police, hey, you need to go to this intersection, and help figure things out and get traffic moving again. It's a very cool system. And we're actually building this and deploying it now across several cities, both inside and outside China. So we've been able to increase traffic speed by about 10 or 11% here in Hangzhou using this system. And the video recognition accuracy, so the ability to differentiate different types of vehicles like trucks and cars, and recognize when there's a traffic jam and when there is not, that accuracy is almost up to 90% now. So it's quite powerful. And this is all done via AI tools and video recognition tools that are provided by Alibaba Cloud. So that's actually all that I have for the slides. I know that the previous speakers ran a little bit long. So let me check in real quick with the hosts for today's session and see what they'd like to do as a next step. I'm happy to talk about some of the questions from the panel before I go, or if we need to move on to the next part, then I'm happy to end here. I'll leave that up to the folks who are managing the broadcast.
Hello,
Yeah.
Jeremy.
Hi, sir.
Thank you for your talk today. It's very informative.
Hi.
Actually, from what I can see, it seems like we're on track in terms of schedule. Later on, we're going to have a panel discussion. So we'll go through that instead. We will go to the next presenter. However, if our viewers have any question, please put it on the comments box so that we can take note of it and also share it with the speakers. Probably later during the panel discussion, we will be able to answer them. Thank you.
Okay, great. Yeah, I do
Thank you,
see there are a
sir.
couple of comments. Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye, sir. So I think we can proceed with the next part of the
Yes.
session. Yeah. So
I can see here that we can do some raffles today.
yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there are a lot of names included in the raffle.
Yeah,
So
I think how are they able to participate in this raffle?
yeah, for this one, this is for the free Alibaba Cloud membership. So if you registered through the meetup and FB event, then you are included in this raffle.
All right, that's great. How many are we going to pick today or now?
Yeah, for this time we're gonna pick 5 names. 5
Alrighty.
names. Yeah, are you excited, guys? I hope my name is included there. So I think we can proceed with the first name. But I cannot click this one. Oh, there. Are you guys excited? Who's the first one to receive a free Alibaba Cloud membership? Oh, it's Angeline Ronquillo. I hope you're watching.
Yes. Kindly put some comments and we will later on contact you through email. Is that right?
Yes, yeah, through email.
Okay, through email.
Okay, so we can proceed with the second name, I think. Are you guys excited? It is Danica Marlene Marzan. Danica Marlene Marzan. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah.
Winner number
Are you there?
3.
Okay. So it is Patricia Dorothy Manalang. Congratulations, Patricia.
Congratulations.
I think it's
So
all
far, if
girls.
I'm not mistaken, there are 3 girls already, right?
Yeah.
All
Yes, yeah.
right. Yay! I can see your
Girl
comment,
power.
Patricia. Girl power.
Oh, that's nice. You're there. Congratulations, Patricia.
And this is our 4th winner.
It is. I think it's stuck. Oh, there, Angelo. Um, I hope you're watching, Angelo. If you can
I think it's
comment
from Meetup.
down.
Yeah, I think it's from Meetup.
Yeah,
That's the reason why we only have the first name.
first
So we'll
name.
get
Mm-mm.
yeah, we'll get in touch with you probably through email or through Meetup and get your details so that you can claim your prize. And we now
Yes.
have
Mark
Mark Jerome.
Jerome. Mark Jerome.
Congratulations.
Congrats. So that's our 5 names who
5
won the free,
winners.
yeah, for the free Alibaba Cloud membership. Okay.
Moving on.
So I think we can move on to the next part. So let us hear
Mhm.
from our event partners, CloudSwift and Luna Academy, for us to know more about them and what they have to offer.
CloudSwift is the leading global technology learning and labs platform driving future ready digital skills worldwide. Dan is the CEO of CloudSwift.
Next is about Luna Academy. Luna Academy is an online educational platform tailored to local PH market. Sir Christopher holds a Master in Business Administration for Top Executive Program. Currently, he is the Chief Marketing Officer at Dito, CME Holdings Corp, Luna Academy. So let's welcome.
Yeah, may we have on stage Dan and Christopher? Welcome and thank you for joining us this early evening.
Hi, sir.
Hey, thank you. Thank you
Hello.
for
Hello.
having.
Yes, hi.
Hi.
Yes, hello, sir. Christopher and Sir Dan.
Hey guys, thank you for having us. So perhaps let me start again by sharing my screen first and show a few slides, and then I'll pass it on to the CMO of Luna Academy, Chris Canadelia here, so that he can talk to you more about our exciting Alibaba Cloud programs on the Luna Academy platform.
Thanks.
All right,
Alrighty.
cool. So
Please
let me
proceed,
just,
sir.
yep, cool, perfect. Okay, so there we go. Let's put on some slideshow here. So CloudSwift is a leading global provider of cloud-based virtual lab solution and future-ready skills learning solutions targeted to the higher education and corporate learning and development sectors. So today we are very privileged and very glad to be part of the Alibaba Cloud Community Day with the help of our partners at ulep.org. And clearly, it is a very exciting time nowadays to talk about the technologies and innovation around cloud. And from our partners from Alibaba Cloud as well, we're in those presentations are actually quite honestly hard acts to follow because of all the tremendous amount of technology, information, and knowledge that they were able to impart, and some very, very exciting incredible case studies that Patrick of Alibaba Cloud had shown as well, and some very cool technologies in AI and NLP that Jeremy had shared with us earlier, and some training and certification programs that we'd be able to also talk about a little bit more on the Luna Academy platform side that Yang Yi Chui talked about an hour ago. So CloudSwift today shows or provides two key flagship products. We provide virtual lab solution on the higher education sector or the education sector in a way that nowadays that no students and no learners are going to the physical campuses and physical computer lab facilities. So the CloudSwift award-winning and innovative virtual labs technology platform digitally transforms every education institution's computer lab facility into an anytime, anywhere, accessible, virtual hands-on learning lab environment across the departments of computer science, engineering, information technology, business, architecture, multimedia design. So any lab class or any educational lab class or lab subject you can think of that requires that requires actual environments, that with the software tools and applications for them to access these virtual lab environments anytime, anywhere. They would be able to provide these lab environments to the students at the comfort of their home without even having access to any hardware or any lab environments that they used to have traditionally in an education situation setup. So we work with cloud providers, particularly like Alibaba Cloud and some others like Microsoft Azure and AWS. And our partners at Alibaba Cloud, we work very hands-on and very closely as well in the Philippines. Aside from, of course, the education institutions, this virtual labs platform solution is being used by online learning platforms as well, such as FutureLearn, Upgrad, WizHack, Skills Campus. So these are online learning platforms across the world that are actually not just located in the Philippines, but also in countries such as India and New Zealand, Australia, and the UK. Apart from that, there are training centers or the vocational college training centers and institutions that are providing professional training programs and technology certification and professional programs that actually provides classes that actually provides classes that actually provides that actually provides classes that are used to be face to face, that they need to be able to offer these technology learning programs now that needs to be at a hybrid model online that provides these tools and applications to virtual labs. So with the Future Ready Skills program here at the right hand side that you can see, we work with the largest cloud providers or the largest technology content providers such as Alibaba Cloud here, as you can see. And the approach here is that with the use of the CloudSwift Future Ready Skills Learning Platform, we combine all of these industry certification and professional technology course programs into the technology learning platform, and it's being accessible by education institutions and corporate organizations as well as the governments. So on the B2B side, we work with education institutions in such a way that they incorporate these Future Ready Skills programs, such as the Alibaba Cloud curriculums and many other Future Ready Skills programs, such as artificial intelligence, data science, data analytics, big data, DevOps. So any modern Future Ready Skills programs that you can think of, you would be able to the education institutions would be able to have an access to these programs as well, that they can incorporate in their curriculum to enhance and prepare to enhance the curriculums and prepare the students in the next generation for them to prepare for their careers. And then, as you can see here on the B2C side, of course, we work with national nation-building upskilling programs across multiple governments, countries in Singapore through SkillsFuture, Indonesia's Kartu Prakerja program. And then in the Philippines, to highlight, we have formed this incredible joint venture with Dito CME, which we call Luna Academy. We're in CloudSwift formed and co-founded this joint venture with Dito CME Holdings with a vision and a mission to actually build an educational upskilling platform that will be available to the Filipino learners so that they can upskill and reskill in these challenging times so that they would be able to learn more skills in the digital era so they can actually acquire opportunities and careers that are highly in demand in the industry of today, such as these future-ready technology skills that they can upskill and reskill from. So, of course, one of the abundant list of our course catalogs and programs on Luna Academy in the Philippines that we're working with or we're offering is from the programs that are coming from Alibaba Cloud that actually offers specialty programs as well as the professional programs that can lead them into actual certifications. So we've recently released this very exciting news. We're in this online learning platform that we formed as a joint venture with Dito CME Luna Academy has formed this strategic partnership for providing providing Alibaba Cloud's technology course programs or Alibaba Cloud specialty and professional online programs. Alibaba Cloud Academy quality type of content is being brought about Luna Academy as well to target and aim for upskilling Filipinos. We're in at the end of 2021, we aim to have 1 million Filipinos that can be upskilled into the use of the Luna Academy platform in joint venture of CloudSwift and Luna Academy. So with that, I would like to pass it on to Chris Canadelia for Chris to be able to share more about Luna Academy and on how we would be able to drive more skills across Alibaba Cloud programs in Luna Academy. Chris, take it away.
All right. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Dan. I hope everyone is safe and sound in the comforts of your home. Please allow me to introduce myself again. I'm Christopher P. Cañadelia, the CMO of Luna Academy. We are a joint venture between Dito CME, which is Udena Corporation's communications, media, and entertainment company, and of course, CloudSwift, the top education technology group in the Philippines. Next slide, please. Next slide, please. All right. Education is for improving the lives of others, and this is the main mantra of Luna Academy, to provide high impact, relevant, and affordable future-ready skills using effective training modalities needed by the new economy. We are all affected by the COVID-19 pandemic, which has resulted in schools to temporarily close all across the world. Globally, over 1.2 billion children are out of the classroom, and as a result, education has changed dramatically. Next slide, please. Corporations from SMEs to large companies are in need of a platform to upskill their employees specifically for IT and technology skills to address the growing demands of their respective business environments. With the shortages in supply of a broad range of technology courses from entry-level to advanced levels of experience on data analysis, data visualization, cybersecurity, ICT tools, and management, Luna Academy platform has all those and more for you. Next slide, please. Luna Academy is your e-local online learning platform that provides high-quality, industry-relevant, and widely accessible future-ready skills training certification with globally recognized partnerships such as Alibaba Cloud, Microsoft, and Amazon Web Services. From technical, technology, and IT courses to non-technical personal development courses, name it, we have all those for you. If you are a student or a professional worker or just a business person that needs life upgrade through upskilling or reskilling, Luna Academy is here to help you. Next slide, please. Our partnership with Microsoft provides you access to over 180 data science, infrastructure, Windows maintenance, security management, and Microsoft Teams enablement course content for IT, technology, SMEs, students, business professionals, and IT solution teams. You will also have access to over 100 Amazon Web Services courses with Luna Academy, from data analytics, documentation, Internet of Things, deep learning, work documentation, and solution tracking courses. And of course, we have Alibaba Cloud courses that include big data, cloud computing, machine learning, and networking specialty course content for IT, technology professionals, SMEs, and even for business groups. From IT and technology courses, entrepreneurship courses, business courses, personal development, leadership, culinary courses, and digital marketing, we have all these courses and more. And we are still continuously expanding the course offerings of Luna Academy to cater to the local demands of the Filipinos and the Philippine business environment. Next slide, please. Our core business purpose is to be the online learning platform of choice of Filipinos, with globally recognized partnerships and widely accessible to the market that we serve. Just send us a message by visiting our website or our social media page, and we would gladly help you with our online skills training and certification requirements. Ultimately, what Luna Academy wants to address is underemployment and unemployment. Internally, under Udana Corporation, our mother company, in relation to the growing manpower resource needs of our mother company, Luna Academy aids in internship program support and efficient job matching for the recruitment needs of the company, with the help of Luna Academy skills training and micro-credentialing solutions. Recruitment is going to be more efficient in terms of pre-hire assessment and job qualifications. To date, we have over 3,000 registered learners on Luna Academy, and it's still growing as we expand our easy, relevant, and affordable course offerings via a virtual platform. Next slide, please. To cater to the growing needs of our partners and learners, we have created annual subscription course bundles where you can learn anytime, anywhere, at your own pace and convenience. We have over 100 Amazon Web Services courses priced at 2,499 pesos per year, which means you will have access to over 100 courses anytime, anywhere, at your own convenience and interest. We also have Alibaba Cloud course bundles, and this allows you to access over 9 Alibaba Cloud courses for the entire year at your own pace, from big data courses, machine learning, networking specialty, and big data analysis. Next slide, please. To learn more and improve your technical and non-technical skills, please visit our site at learn.lunaacademy.ph for free course trials, access to over 340 information technology, culinary, leadership, entrepreneurship, coaching, business, and engineering courses. And I'm now down to the last slide. Thank you. Thank you and stay safe. Please enjoy the rest of the weekend. Again, this is Christopher Cañadelia. Learn and adapt in this new e-learning world through Luna Academy. Thank you.
Hi, Sir Dan, Sir Christopher. Thank you very much for that presentation, sir.
Thank you, Jai, and thank you, Mara.
Thank you, Sir Christopher.
All right. Okay.
All right. Actually, the next one is we're going to have a panel. So if you can stay online.
Okay. All right.
Yes, we're going to have a panel discussion with our speakers, and we're going to have a special guest as well. And to know their perspective and insight about Alibaba Clouds, its technology, the career path, and future opportunities.
We will be joined by our special guest from the Academy, Sir Orlando Bola. He is the Director Institute for Strategic Foresight and Innovation at PUP Manila. And he is also ULAP.org academic advisor.
All
Hello.
right. Thank you very much for all the to our guests and speakers for spending the afternoon, or well, it's early evening now. So
Evening. Yeah.
thank you. Yes. All right. We
Happy to
actually
be here.
have a few questions on the list. So our viewers, please comment. Please put your question on the comment, and we will try our best to ask them to our speakers and guests.
Yes, please. So I think we can proceed with the first question.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So for our speakers, why Alibaba is a great technology? So I think Miss
Actually,
Yangi
anyone
can start.
can,
Yeah,
yeah,
anyone can
can
answer for
answer
that
Sir
one.
Patrick or Yangi.
Okay, I think I saw Patrick unmute himself as well. Maybe, yeah, let me get started, and then Patrick, you can add on anything maybe I'm missing. Okay, sure. So why Alibaba? Why is Alibaba an amazing technology? I think the core part is because we build this from our own foundation. For example, Taobao and Tmall and the Double 11. I'm sure by now everyone knows Double 11, right? The most popular shopping festival in China. Maybe I think it's becoming a worldwide thing. Yep. And the Alibaba Cloud, we back up that Double 11 festival every single year. And I think that has been for almost 10 years from 2012. So we got practical experience and then we improve the technology year by year. So that's one reason why Alibaba Cloud is an amazing technology. And then also relating to previous what Patrick and I have shared, Alibaba Group, we got many different business units, right? Like Bank and Alipay or Taobao, Tmall, Cainiao, right? So experience and best practices from other business units, we can leverage those resources and then we consolidate all the technologies to make Alibaba Cloud even better. So yeah, that's my perspective.
I'll add to that. Thank you, Yangi. So my view is quite similar in that, this entire organization uses the entire cloud platform that we have. So I think it's amazing because number one, we've used it based on our experience. It's been developed based on our journey to become who we are today. But second of all, the way I see it in my own engagements is we listen to customers. So a lot of the development on our platform, the evolution of our technology, is based on the ongoing interaction that we have cross-vertical, cross-region with different types of clients. And we take that feedback and build solutions that are relevant. Needless to say that we also make it quite simple and easy to deal with that service. So from my point of view, it's just echoing and reiterating what Yangi's mentioned.
Thank you, Miss Yangi and Sir Patrick for the answers. So I
Thank
think we
you.
can proceed with the next question.
Actually, I have a follow-up question on that, if you
Oh,
don't
that's
mind.
nice.
And it is actually related to question number 2. What do you think? I mean, what is your perspective in terms of the academe and the professional on the cloud computing and upskilling of employees or anyone at all in this platform or in this technology that we have?
Yeah.
Well, if I may answer that, if
Yes,
that's
please,
okay.
Sir Dan.
Yes, sir.
So to hopefully echo with what the Alibaba Cloud co-leads and partners that we have here as well. I think the opportunity to learn cloud computing skills has been tremendous, right? I mean, the thing is, those companies and more businesses that are going to be using Alibaba Cloud would be needing Alibaba Cloud engineers, right? So that's how simple it is, right? So for more institutions or for more businesses that will be putting their applications or hosting their applications on Alibaba Cloud, for example, they would need specialists and they would need certified professionals that can help maintain those applications that are on Alibaba Cloud. And that's why upskilling yourself as an individual, whether you're a student or whether you're doing reskilling for yourself as an existing professional and you're learning Alibaba Cloud skills, that is the opportunity for you, and that's why that's why it adds to one of the great reasons why you should consider learning Alibaba Cloud skills as part of your capability building strategies for this year or next year or beyond. So, the more companies, the more businesses are using Alibaba Cloud, the more the likelihood that the demand for this type of skill will be required by the industry.
Thank you, Sir Dan, for the answer. Okay, so I think we can proceed with the third question, Mara.
Mara,
Yeah,
you're
I
on
think
mute.
you're in mute. Hi, Mara.
Yeah,
Yeah,
sorry.
there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking at the questions actually, and I think this is a good third question. Do you guys have any personal experience that you may want to share how Alibaba changed your careers and this technology itself? Because it is not known in the past, right? So it is now very evident with the situation that we have how important this is. So can you share any experiences that you have encountered on how really Alibaba cloud service or businesses change your lives or your career?
Yeah, look, I can kickstart that if that's okay, and then let
Mm-hmm.
the team
Yes,
Yes,
jump
yes.
in.
Please
please, Sir
proceed.
Patrick.
So look, I've been with Alibaba Cloud now for almost 4 years. I'm currently based in Sydney, Australia, and
Mm-hmm.
but I'm working across different markets. And in the time of being here, and also working with Alibaba Group as my first Chinese company, I point that out because there's a big cultural aspect of learning about Chinese culture, and I've been in this industry now for almost 20 years, and it's the first time working for a Chinese organization, to which it's been a massive learning curve for me over the last 4 years. And by learning, I'm referring to language, how people interact, how people want to deal. And let's not forget, there's still the geopolitical challenges across the world as well. Okay. So one thing I've grown fond of, I've actually become very appreciative of the culture. Um, I really embedded myself into understanding what the culture is like. It's a very work hard, play hard type of mentality. We achieve success by working with teams, and for me, my success at Alibaba Cloud is not solely based on my own efforts. I found that working very closely with my team across multiple locations has helped bring me to where I am in the organization and at this point in time presenting to you in the community today. The technology itself is fantastic. The technology is continuing to remain competitive, and I think by the slide that I highlighted earlier of being now recognized by Gartner, 2 years in a row, this is a first for a public first for a public cloud Chinese organization to make it into that type of report. And I think that's reflective of the people and Young Yi and myself and Jeremy. We are individuals that represent a much broader organization. But I think it's also awesome because it has an ecosystem, right? It's not just about cloud. We do things like Alipay. We do things around media and entertainment. We do things on e-commerce. It's interesting, it's exciting, and because of that, I like it. Right, I'm on board that journey.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Patrick, for that answer.
Yeah, what about the others? Yang Yi?
Yeah, I can share my own experience. So, as I mentioned during early sharing my part, Alibaba Cloud certification really helped me make this transition because, well, I used to work in a British retailer, yeah, that brand. Obviously, I didn't have any technical background at all, right? But I myself are always very interested in technology and data, and I took some classes online, right? So when I decided to actually apply for this position at Alibaba Cloud, and then I started, I think 2 years ago, actually, that's my first try, right? And I, well, unfortunately, I didn't get this position at that moment. So I went back. Yeah, I took a step back, and I went on Alibaba Academy website to self-study some learning. Yeah, the cloud computing or security, not really big data, because yeah, I didn't have that technical background to help me study that. Yeah, but so basically cloud computing, and I took that Alibaba Cloud Professional Certification exam on cloud computing, and I passed that. Well, thanks to my currently my team, yeah, and Jeremy for their amazing online learning videos. Yeah, so I think that really helped me to got the offer last year because some will show that I have got the knowledge, yeah, enough knowledge to work in this industry and then to serve our clients and partners and collaborate with our teams. So that's how the certification helped me make the transition. I think that's also the value about how training and learning can help professionals to upskill. And then it's because it's not only about certification, right? So it's more about how you plan your career path from a long-term perspective. Yeah. So that's my story.
Thank you, Miss Yangi. I think everything works out for you in that aspect. Yes, and I can see we have another question.
Wait, I was just going to say, I think Yang Yi is a good
Mhm.
representation of that question. Why should you learn Alibaba Cloud? And she is a great example of why you could learn Alibaba Cloud or multiple cloud platforms for anybody looking to work with the learning platforms that have us on them today. So it's a good example.
Yeah. So referring to that question, actually I did watch videos on Coursera.org and then Udemy, yeah, and edX. Actually, that's
Mhm.
another platform. Yeah, not really Alibaba Cloud, but cloud computing on that platform.
Mhm.
So, but mainly, yeah, please go to Alibaba Cloud Academy. Yeah, our official website. That's great. And then also our partner Luna Academy. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yes, thank
I
you.
thank you, Miss
Mhm.
Yangi and Sir Patrick. So I think we do have a question from YouTube live chat.
Hmm.
Sir
Actually, that
Orlan.
you mentioned that as well, Yangi, earlier, that there are other learning platforms out there. So, um, actually, one of the questions that we have in YouTube, it says there are a lot of online learning platform like what you mentioned, Miss Yangi, Udemy, Pluralsight, that is out there right now. So, what is the edge of? I think this is directly to Sir Dan, the Luna Academy on from this online learning platform.
Yeah, thank you for the question. In fact, we
Mm-hmm.
we get that a lot, right? So as you know, Luna Academy is a joint venture between one of the top edtech companies in the region, which is CloudSwift, which offers the customized virtual lab solution across education institutions and corporate L&D. And then, with the help of Dito CME, we formed this vision in order for us to bring uh, modern digital upskilling alternatives and platform to targeted and focused for Filipino learners. So number one, the main difference is that this is the very first Philippine-based, I would say localized Coursera type of platform. But aside from partnering with industry leaders in cloud and technology, such as Alibaba Cloud, for example, the main differentiator of Luna Academy is its local university partnerships. So you can't find that in Coursera, you can't find that in Pluralsight, you can't find that in Udemy. So what do I mean by that? So let's put it this way. If Coursera has Arizona State University or UPenn or any type of US-based or European-based partnerships for their programs that partners with them, Luna Academy is a Philippine local top-tier university partnership-focused content as well, aside from industry partners. So we work with the universities such as Ateneo de Manila University, Andran Colleges, College St. Benilde, so on and so forth. And then we combine that with industry partners as well in providing these state-of-the-art technology course programs and certification paths from the likes of Alibaba Cloud. So with that said, having those type of selection or diversified catalog of content for upskilling choices from industry, and at the same time for university partners, put them all together, and then combining all of that being offered on Luna Academy. And then lastly is we don't just end the cycle or the experience of learning journey into just finishing up a certification or finishing up a course. So we have corporate partnerships and jobs portal integrations such as JobStreet. So we've integrated with JobStreet Asia Pacific so that we can actually connect and link completions and score data that are coming from Luna Academy to make sure that our Filipino learners, or not just actually Filipino learners in the Philippines, but we're actually seeing learners as well that are overseas Filipino workers that are outside of the Philippines that would like to upskill themselves. We've actually seen a professional from the Middle East actually have taken Alibaba Cloud Computing Fundamentals, right? Because they needed that for their existing organization that they are part of an IT team. So looking at that perspective, it's like reaching to the Filipinos and making sure that they reskill on the top in demand skills, and then connecting them for job opportunities through corporate partnerships such as the JobStreet job matching integration, plus the corporate partnerships that actually acquires talent for those skills. And then, of course, the experience itself of the platform. So it's not just like a typical video, theoretical, presentations and whatnot. It requires integrating hands-on learning practice as well with the use of the CloudSwift Virtual Labs technology platform. We've actually customized Alibaba Cloud Lab consoles as well that can actually simulate scenarios specifically customized for whatever corporate setup that may be. So that is the core differentiators as a whole. It's more end-to-end, and it's leading into providing employability opportunities as well, targeted for the Filipino audience.
Thank you very much for your answer, Sir Dan.
Thank you, Sir Dan. Yeah. So, I think, do we have further questions from our viewers?
Yeah. Or it could be from the panel itself as well. What's your take, Sir Orlan?
Hi, thank you, Mara. Can
Thank
I ask
you.
question to Sir Patrick and Yang E?
Please go for it.
Yeah.
Later. As someone who's to Sir Patrick and Yang E, as someone who's making the future a lot better by being part of a cloud computing company such as Alibaba, what kind of things would you like to be able to do that you still can't do at the moment?
Oh, that's a good question.
Yeah, it's from a future perspective.
Look, I mean, it's funny, right? The first thing that comes to my mind is not related to my professional career at all. If anything, I mean, I love to snowboard, so I'm a snowboarder, right? But that's the first thing that comes to my mind. Having said that, I enjoy what I do for a living. Like, I enjoy working for Alibaba. I'm excited by where I think the company is going, and I think it's important, perhaps, you know, with the questions around, you know, should I get trained? Should I learn these different types of courses and on these platforms? I think the question that they should be asking themselves is, am I genuinely interested in where this is going to go over the next 10 to 20 years, right? Because it's a fundamental shift in technology. It's a fundamental shift in the time that we are in today. And I'm of the view that you should be doing what you enjoy doing and don't waste time doing what you don't like doing, right? And so when I look at it from a technology standpoint, I think learning all of these skills, our cloud, multiple clouds, different platforms, is absolutely relevant. I think it's actually very similar to getting trained up in different languages or computing languages back in the 80s and the 90s, right? And it's going to continue to transcend and evolve over the next 20 years. I think being a part of that is exciting because technology is everywhere, right? It's in industries that never used to have it. So my answer to your question is, I don't think I have a specific view on something that I cannot do, but rather I know that I want to continue to be a part of that industry because it's fast, it's changing, and the pace matches my personality. Like, I don't want to sit still.
All right, so thanks for your sharing, Patrick. And for me, there are actually two things came into my mind when you asked that question. First of all, I'm Virgo, so I like everything in proficiency, right? And I think by utilizing the technology, especially cloud technology, data, it helps us make better decisions, right? And then, as I mentioned earlier, I didn't have the technical background, but I'm learning Python, which might be considered the easiest algorithm to learn, right? So it makes my life and my work more productive and easier. And another thing I like to do in the future is about the environment protection, not related to what I'm doing now, but I'm quite interested in that. So Alibaba Cloud, as far as I know, we are doing something by utilizing our technology to help and protecting the environment to make it better. And we are actually protecting the desert in, I think that's up north China, by Ant Group. Yeah, we call it Ant Forest. So that's one thing I think we can make the world, the earth, better with technology. Yeah, that's the value and the good part of the technology. Yeah.
Thanks. Can I ask a question for Sir Dan with regards to Luna? Because I am part of the academe and currently I'm from engineering, therefore we need to have on-the-job trainings. But at the same time, because of the pandemic, we cannot do that face-to-face. Therefore, we are now we are requiring our students to just get certificates. So do you partner with universities such as state universities such as like Polytechnic University of the Philippines? And the pricing of your monthly subscription, or is that annual subscription 800 peso?
But that's an annual subscription actually for the bundle of Alibaba Cloud specialty programs.
Oh,
Yeah, and then with the help of Alibaba Cloud, in fact, we're working with Alibaba Cloud Philippines actually to provide some scholars for the Filipinos. So we will be announcing that very soon. So with your question, if we are working with state universities, yes, we do. In fact, as CloudSwift, as one of the mother companies that owns Luna Academy as well, We have several years of experience working with state universities. So we have the network of educational institutions already that we're working with very closely, such as Tarlac State University, Technological University of the Philippines, and so on. And then, of course, the other private education institution as well. So we're happy to partner with the Polytechnic University of the Philippines as well. I can leave my details on the chat, and you can definitely send us an email so that we can help. We can help partner with PUP as well, and we can certify your students on multiple cloud computing skills.
Yeah, and I would just like to add that 800 pesos annually is a lot cheaper than Coursera's 2,500.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, of course, I mean that's why that's why we differentiated Luna Academy as a really Philippine-focused platform, and that's why the economics behind that has to make sense, right? So, for the Filipino audience, right? So it's really fully targeted, and at the same time, the ecosystem that we've built is really purely from the local institutions, or with the local institutions and local, in fact, LGUs as well, right? So we partner with LGU like Isabela LGU, with the city mayors of Pampanga, city mayors of Bulacan. So we work with that because, as you know, it's a joint venture between CloudSwift and DTO CME. And as you know, DTO CME is the company that owns the third telco of the Philippines that just recently launched as well, which is DTO Telecommunity, which has a joint venture with China Telecom. So the vision is just coming full circle because who's going to be? It's, if you come to think of it, like across multiple telcos, I mean, they're all doing their best to make sure to provide the best bandwidth that they can provide to all of the to all of the Filipinos in the country. But with the aggressiveness as well of DTO CME in venturing into helping the education market, they approached us in order for us to be able to build a platform such as Luna Academy, for us to have this kind of reach, right? So with that said, it's not just about providing content to the Filipinos for them to learn. It's not just about getting them certified. Like I said, it's all about the employability as well. So this is part of a nation building, much deeper vision and mission. It's not just about, someone signing up on a platform, taking some courses, and that's it. We want to be able to make sure that we lend employability opportunities for the Filipino next generation of professionals.
Thank you.
Hey, that's cool. One thing I forgot to add earlier, right? I personally think that courses in coding, like being able to write code, and security are going to be relevant in the next couple of decades, right? Absolutely relevant today, but continue to be increasingly relevant, of which obviously, Dan and his team have many courses around those types of scenarios, but definitely improves the value that you can bring for employability with local and global organizations, right? So to Yang Yi's point, it's almost becoming, what I've mentioned is almost becoming the foundation for something bigger like that you might find yourself in different industries, different global initiatives that impact the world at a different level.
Absolutely. Yeah, totally agree. If I may add, thanks, Patrick, for pointing that out. In fact, I mean, personally myself, before I became an entrepreneur myself, I started my career in Accenture as a consultant, and during that time, that was like almost 10 years ago. That was my first day job right off from college. I was coming from an engineering background, and since 2010, I just fell in love with the idea of cloud computing. And I was in Singapore doing my internship, and then I went back to the Philippines because I wanted to do I wanted to work for an IT company that can actually hopefully give me more experience in cloud computing. So Accenture came along, and then the very first aspect about cloud computing that time is that you need to learn virtualization and all these things. So that's why I became part of this VMware consulting group team, and I needed to certify myself with VMware, and those were the days that whenever you talk about cloud computing, nobody knows what it's all about. Like, it was like 2010, 2011. Like, if you talk about virtualization, it's like you're talking about quantum computing nowadays. so nobody understands it that time, and we imagine that was like almost 9-10 years ago, and nobody knows what cloud computing is, not all of them at least. But now when you go out there, talk about cloud computing, it was like the quantum computing 10 years ago. Now, all these things like machine learning, AI, cybersecurity, advanced cybersecurity, quantum computing, they're now being talked about by like technical people, geeky stuff, right? But maybe in the next 5-10 years, they're gonna be talked about by senior high school students or college students as well, right? So nowadays they've started to incorporate cloud computing into their curriculums. Before 10 years ago, you can't find it, and when you talk about virtualization or cloud computing, people's just gonna sleep, right? They don't know what it's all about. So, but interestingly enough, now it's like it's the mainstream, right? Which is equally great as an opportunity. But there's still a lot of people that needs to embrace the opportunity to get upskilled in cloud computing, because the cloud computing that we know 10 years ago is not definitely the same cloud computing that it is today, and it will be. So yeah, there's a lot more deeper stuff happening, like other geeky stuff like network virtualization. There's a lot more. It's pretty exciting, and with all the learners that are watching right now, or with all the audience that are watching right now, the community day, all I can say is that the asset that you have right now is time. You're still a student. You're still young. You have the time, and it is an incredible opportunity for you to embrace all of these available platforms or available technologies that you can all learn. Learning multi-cloud, it will really give you an edge in the long run. So take advantage of it. Yeah.
Thank you very much for that wonderful insight. Unfortunately, we don't have enough time now. So thank you for your time today, for sharing your knowledge as well as your expertise with us. Um, I know it's like 12 minutes past 7. So thank you very much for spending the Saturday night with us.
Thank you very much.
Thank you
very
for
much.
having us.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Nice to meet you, Patrick. Nice to meet you, Yangi.
Likewise, Dan. Likewise, Roland. Mara and John. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Alright.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
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 All right. Now we will proceed with a quick raffle for this, but
Yeah.
we still see a lot of some question in the comment section. We will be forwarding this question to our speaker, but right now we will proceed with a quick raffle. We still have 5 more slots to go, so let's take it away.
Yes, 5 more.
5 more.
Are you excited, guys? So who will be the first one? Teron Bueno. Teron Bueno is there? Congrats. So actually, for this raffle, it's not Alibaba Cloud membership only, but it's Alibaba Cloud Academy memberships. Just to correct.
Right.
So if you want in this raffle, it's Alibaba Cloud Academy memberships. So the
For
next
our
winner
second
is Jordan
winner-
J. Yeah. Jordan J. Aquino. Congratulations, Jordan J. Aquino.
Congratulations.
So we can proceed to the third one. go! Umusog pa ng onte. Yeah, congratulations, Felix Jerome de la Fuente.
Congratulations.
So how many was it already?
This is the fourth, I think.
Okay, fourth. So last two. Jennifer D. Pascual. Jennifer D. Pascual.
Congratulations.
And for
I
the
hope
last
you're
one.
watching.
Yeah, I hope you're watching, guys. Hazel Cherry Tabirao. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Okay, so that's it for our raffle. And that's it. So that's a wrap of our third community day with Alibaba Cloud.
Well, we do have future events featuring few other top cloud services and technologies that we have, and looking at the schedule that we have, please tune in for our next upcoming event featuring Microsoft Azure this coming September 2021. Please do check out our website, our social media partners, as well as our social media accounts for these events. And you can also visit us at ulap.org and be informed.
And once again, thanks to our premium sponsors, Alibaba Cloud and DWise. And also to our event partners CloudSwift and Luna Academy.
And also, we are very excited to tell everyone that we will be announcing the ulap.org 10 scholars next month. So hope you can join us for that very important event. Again, please check out our website, ulap.org, and our social media accounts.
So this is it. This has been Jaira.
And this is Mara.
Thank you so much and hope to see you all soon.
Thank
Looking
you for
forward to the
joining
next event,
us.
guys.
Yes,
Thank
be
you.
safe. Bye-bye.
Bye.